Pauline Hanson's provocative "It's okay to be white" motion failed in the Senate this afternoon, but only just. Ms. Hanson urged her colleagues to acknowledge the deplorable rise of anti-white racism and attacks on Western civilization and say it is okay to be white. That last part was a reference to a T-shirt right-wing Canadian activist Lawrence Southern wore when she visited Australia in July. As News.com.au's Frank Chung reported at the time, the catchphrase "It's okay to be white" was originally conceived by trolls on 4chan's politically incorrect image board. Signs and cards bearing the phrase have popped up in all sorts of public places since, occasionally inducing outrage. I hope that the Senate does the reasonable thing today by supporting this motion. Anyone who pays attention to the news or spends any time on social media has to acknowledge that there has been a rise in anti-white racism and a rise in attacks on the very ideals of Western civilization, Ms. Hanson said before the vote. I would also hope the Senate does the right thing and acknowledges that it is indeed okay to be white. Such a simple sentence should go without saying, but I suspect many members in this place would struggle to say it. People have a right to be proud of their cultural background, whether they are black, white or brindle. If we can't agree on this, I think it's safe to say anti-white racism is well and truly rife in our society. Ms. Hanson's motion was defeated by a close margin, 31-28. Labour and the Greens voted against it, while many government senators voted in favour. One of the opponents, Justice Party Senator Darren Hinch, reacted furiously. With the federal election looming, I'm starting to think that Senator Hanson and her former colleague Senator Anning are now locked in a race to see who can be the biggest, the loudest, racist bigot in their contest to see who can get to the bottom of the sewer first, Mr. Hinch said. That's what this obscene motion is all about. It could have been written on a piece of toilet paper, which reminds me of that old story about a toilet cleaner. People were nicknamed Harpic because they would clean around the bend. There are all sorts of things behind this latest stunt by Senator Hanson. She's using this chamber as a conduit for her headline-grabbing stunts. Remember the burqa.